Yeah.
But the majority of the people don't have the stuff on the bike to change the flat.
Well, I thought there was a tube in there. Okay, so there's no tube.
Okay, so if you had a flat.
I do have in this, I bought a kit,
Okay, yeah,
items to patch. So if I put that in the back of the bike, that might help.
yeah.
I'm not sure what, oh, that's for a puncture, I guess. Or no, I don't know what that is for.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Do you put the bike upside down, or if you were to take a wheel off, do you put it upside down, or do you just leave it?
Never taken a wheel off. So.
Yeah, well, the last time I did anything, I think I put it up on a stand, but I'll turn it upside down.
Okay.
So I gotta move that out of the way because that'll be unhappy upside down.
Okay.
I know this is a case where it'd be easier to do it yourself, but
That's okay.
teaching me is part of the goal.
Okay, the problem is right there that the brake is dragging a little bit right here.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't otherwise drag, so I think that's because it's not, the tire's not true.
Yeah. Okay, it just happens to be where that spoke is bent right there.
So that is a problem.
Well, it's not a big problem, no. Okay. What they call a spoke wrench?
Yep.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay. And then what you can do is you find out where it's rubbing.
Here's the
Yeah.
bent one.
Hi. I was just checking you guys out.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, we're trying to learn how to take care of the bike.
That's important.
Okay, on the lights here,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to have to move.
Yep. To spin the spoke wrench.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And then also the one adjacent,
All right.
this one here. Okay,
So what's the goal here? What am I trying to
okay,
do?
what we're going to do is tighten this.
All right.
Okay, we have to find, there's like 4 different sizes on here, so we have to find
Which
the right
size is?
size.
All right. I bet it's on the other side.
Could very well be. There's one that fits.
So I'm trying
Okay.
to tighten it.
Okay, now when you think of tightening it, it's a little counterintuitive because this is the back side of the bolt, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
So looking at it from this way, you turn it clockwise to tighten it.
Okay. So which would be counterclockwise.
So we turn it like that direction.
Yep. So that's 1/2 a turn there.
I think we've already gone like a turn and a half.
Okay. There's a turn and a half.
Okay, let's.
Voila.
Less. Much less.
Huh. Okay, so it was dragging in that one area we found, and we turned it, because the spokes are coming from the outside, we turned it counterclockwise to shorten.
Yeah, it depends on your orientation. If you're looking at it like this, then it's counterclockwise.
Mhm.
If you're looking at it like this, then you turn it clockwise.
Right. But the idea was to shorten the distance between the
Yeah.
center of the spoke and the rim.
Yeah, yeah, and what that does, it actually pulls the rim over.
And so now it's more what they call true, I guess.
Yeah. And if you look at it, there's I'm just going by the gap on the brake,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a bigger gap
On the one side than the other.
right where this is. It's not scientific, but okay. So what we could actually do is
Mhm.
bring this over this way a little bit, so we'd actually tighten this spoke again.
So I'm going to tighten this. Well, let me see if I can do it now.
Okay, find the, you have to find the right one.
I think it's either the 2 or the 4. Okay. So again, to tighten it, I'm going to go looking down on it counterclockwise.
Yeah,
And I'm going to hit the hit that guy, so I've got to move it. I used to work with a guy and said, you know, you make that look hard so easy. That is the right one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's, I'm going to turn around so I'm not working backwards.
Okay.
Again, it's this one, the one that was bent.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We'll keep going here. So we were,
You're not in.
I know. I had it in, but then I was on the, see, that one's too loose. That one's just a weird shape. It looks like it drops down. Oh, okay. This is interesting. You see this,
Yeah.
it's a diamond shape almost.
Yeah.
You aim the camera over this way a little bit. There you go. And you start high and drop low. So now we've got to refine the things. Little duct tape would be, or a little carpenter. Okay, so again, I'm going to turn it this way. What? How much do you think?
I'll give it a full turn.
All right, so there's a half, right?
Yeah.
At what point does something break?
Well, it doesn't.
Okay,
Okay, and then we'll check it again.
I guess I can't leave that on there.
That's very good.
I hear a little noise. Oh, it's the,
Yeah,
Yeah, zip tie.
it's your zip tie.
there, okay.
So that looks pretty good.
Yeah. No noise.
So the distance here, let's see, Nance, can you get the camera close on this thing? We're looking at the distance, which is about an eighth of an inch or a little less, that the rim is from this left-hand brake pad. Or it's actually the right-hand brake pad, I think. Oh, whatever, that side.
Yeah, the brake is handy. I just find an arbitrary spot on the wheel, and you can actually put the screwdriver close. And if you were getting really exact, you could find out exactly where it's high and low. But that's not bad. That's within a 1/16 of an inch or so.
So that's already worlds better.
Yeah. But the brake's handy, so you can just eyeball it like that. So let's tear the wheel apart.
All right, here goes something. I'll give you back that tool. You take
Let me put it in the. Yeah.
All right, we're just going to unlatch this guy. Should be loose now.
Well, there's something else you have to do. You have to release the brake.
Okay.
This right here.
Nancy, going to come down here.
You know how to
Take
do
this.
that?
I think so.
You just squeeze this together
And then pull this guy
and then
in.
pull that out. There you go.
All right.
Then you can lift it out.
You might have to unspin it.
Loosen it a little bit more.
Yeah, okay. I haven't loosened it at all, so I'm going to go one full turn. We'll go 2.
You have to hold this side when you do that.
Oh, okay. 1,
There you
2.
go.
That way I can put it back roughly the way it was. Okay.
All right. Now, if you had a flat, we'll pretend that you have a flat. What you have to do is take the tire off and replace the tube, which you don't have. So,
Or repair the tube.
or repair it, yeah.
So you're loosening the cap for the Schrader valve.
Yeah,
All right, and then I should.
then let the air out, yeah.
Okay. Is there some sort of thing in my toolkit for letting the air out?
You can use anything that's handy.
Pen, pencil,
Yeah,
Let's see.
well, that would work.
This thing's got about the right diameter.
It might be too big.
And just so I don't forget it, the latch on the bike tire was on.
The easy way to do it is just look at the rear one.
There you go. Just don't take them both
Yeah.
at once.
The latches go on the same side.
Okay. Are we?
Okay, that's fine. Let me ask you a further question. Let's assume that you had a tube.
Mhm.
How would you get air back in it?
I have a pump in the car.
Oh, okay. But if you're out on the side of the road,
I'm screwed.
yeah.
Well, that's why you go over the roof and somebody's got a pump.
Well, maybe they do, but my philosophy is that everybody ought to be self-sustaining.
Yes.
Okay, so like on this bike right here,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pump.
That's a nice, not very heavy looking.
That's a big frame pump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
On this bike here, you don't see the pump, but here's my bag. And I've got a pump like that.
Yep, that would fit in my bag, I think.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Alternatively, you can carry CO2 cartridges
Mhm.
with a valve,
Mm-hmm.
and then that just fills it up real quickly.
Yeah, I've seen those. Actually, it was kind of weird the other day. I found a bunch. They had like 10 CO2 cartridges just scattered on the highway.
Yeah.
They were virgin. I thought somebody probably dropped them. It was kind of weird.
Maybe they were.
Well, no, the ends are sealed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now I need those tire.
Yeah, so what you would do is you take the tire off.
Yep, and I need the wrenches or whatever you call it. What do you call those?
I call them tire tools.
Let's see here. I think I found them.
Okay.
You call them tire who's?
Tire tools, yeah.
Tools. All right.
Okay, and where's the valve stem?
Well, it was here a minute
I
ago.
think you just pushed it into the hole.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
All right.
Okay. So what you want to do is you start it where the valve is,
Mhm.
okay? But in the middle of the tire, in the middle of the wheel, it's dished,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So the easy way to do it is to make sure that the tire is loose.
You're breaking the seal to the rim between the outside of the tire and
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go around it. Yep.
Okay, and then give me one of the tire tools.
Gonna get the camera a little shorter, dear.
You actually had some other ones a while ago.
Oh, you like them better?
Well, they had a feature on them. But
Okay.
I'll get one.
Well,
I've got one on the bench right here.
All right.
Those are good tire tools, but one of the features that a tire tool has is you go underneath the bead.
Yep, Nance, come around on this side. Yep. Good.
Go underneath the bead.
Mhm.
And you pry that. See that little hook on the end of
Yep. And hook on the spoke.
You hook that on the spoke. Okay. And then you can work around. Okay. You just throw them in.
A big bird? Oh, the wrong end. Yeah, that's different. Oh, so you're just prying it loose now?
Yeah,
I can try to do that if you like.
okay. don't want to get too far away. You stay pretty close to the.
Yeah, so you don't. Oh. Under this heavier tool,
Okay.
it'll be easier. You can't just zip it around, can you?
Well, you can after you get it to a certain point. Yeah.
All right. And what if I put it in backwards?
Either way will work.
Okay. I'm going to scoot back towards the stem there. There we go. Something like this.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm staying away from the tube. I don't want to be abrading or hitting the tube. Okay.
Okay.
Now what do I do?
Okay. Now you've got it loose all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can actually take the tube out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And the way that you do that is right in the area of the valve stem.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't want to come out very easily. There it is.
I'm just pushing the stem up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. I think I can pull it up with both fingers here. Or not. Is that caught on the rim? I certainly don't want to chew up the rubber on the stem.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then we just pull the tube out. There we go. Okay, now without turning the tube over, see where the valve, the hole is for the valve.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason you should do that is because if it's not apparent where you've got the flap, like maybe you picked up a nail,
Mm-hmm.
by putting some air in here, then you can feel around and you say, oh, right here's where it is.
And then
this
find
is-
the nail in the
Exactly,
tire.
exactly.
Okay.
Alternatively, you can run your fingers around the inside. I'm doing this needlessly because there's not a nail there. And then you can feel it like that.
I noticed there seems to be a direction to to where the tube was put together. Does it matter? I mean, is there?
It does not matter.
Okay.
On some tires, there's a direction,
Mm-hmm.
but
Not on the tube.
not on the tube. I
Okay.
don't think there's a direction on this tire.
There seems to be air yet in the tube. Is that causing us a problem?
Yeah, it would be easier with it all out, but you can do it either way.
All right. All right, so we've gotten the tube out, and
Okay.
we could pretend to abrade it and stick the sticker on there.
Yeah, and that's the key, is you have to clean it
Mm-hmm.
very well, and then scuff it up, bigger than the area of the patch.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the self-adhesive.
Patches, yeah.
It's just like patching a pool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Same thing.
Oh, we put that in here, Nancy?
I guess you did.
You would have done it.
I just put everything in there you told me to put in there.
I found it.
You're gonna have to unzip the whole thing to get it out.
All right. Well, I would imagine you have a. Do you have the same patch?
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of fighting that out, I had actually a different question while we're
Okay.
here, before we put the tube back in.
Okay.
Say I wanted to replace that spoke, which, I don't, I
Okay.
won't.
Okay. All you do is pull this aside, and there's a little rim strip.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
Okay.
this will actually pry out.
What, okay,
Okay, this is just a little,
something, that's the tire.
yeah. But you
Okay.
can get under the edge of that, and that pries out, and then there's just like a screwdriver,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just unscrew it,
Mm-hmm.
take the spoke out,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the appropriate place, back through, and then put the nipple back on it.
Okay, so this is glued down, or is it
It's
just?
not. It's a tight fit. You don't want to take it loose.
Okay,
Because
I-
it won't go back the same way. Okay.
Uh,
But you can.
but you have to if you want to change the
Let me
spoke,
get a little
right?
screwdriver. Yeah. Okay. You can see the edge of it here,
Yep, yep.
and then that pries
can see
away.
it move.
Yeah, that pries away.
Mm-hmm.
You undo the nipple,
Mm-hmm.
put the new spoke in, put the nipple back, and you're ready to go.
How far do you move this rim liner, or whatever you call this thing? Just enough for the one, or do you have to move it for several to?
No, in fact, I would probably take it off.
You would take the rim liner off
Yeah,
entirely?
yeah.
And it stretches enough to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you put it back on?
Yeah.
But we want to make sure we put it back on.
With this all in the right orientation.
Okay.
This one is pretty well, you might even replace that.
The rim liner.
Yeah. If this punctures, then the end of the spoke can actually cause you to have a flat.
That could come this way
Yeah.
and rub on the
Yeah.
tire.
And alternatively, I use some kind of Gorilla Tape or something like that.
Oh, instead of a rim liner.
Yeah. But the rim liner is the best way to go.
Mhm.
But,
Okay, so a piece of Gorilla Tape would be good for this
yeah.
bike. All right.
Okay, and you know
So
how
we've
to-
done all that, in theory.
Yeah, you can scratch that, buff it, clean it,
Mhm.
put the adhesive on,
Mm-hmm.
let the adhesive, do you have a glue or is that built into the patch?
It looked like it was in the patch. I didn't see a separate glue.
Okay, I use a separate glue and I put it on, wait until it fogs over,
Mm-hmm.
then I put the patch on.
Got it. So it's like
Yeah.
rubber cement.
Okay,
All right.
and then we just reverse the whole procedure. There's the
All
hole.
right. There's that. Okay. So I'm gonna start inserting this guy into there,
Yeah,
and then tuck this up in.
That's correct.
I'm going to spin it to favor me because
that's fine.
it'd be easier for me.
There you go.
I wonder if I should put the cap on to keep that from getting drawn away from me, or do
Not a bad idea.
you remember where the cap went, Nancy?
No, I didn't take it off. You didn't hand it to me.
I probably put it in my pocket.
Well, check your pocket.
Well, I'm on a roll here, and I think I'll keep going. Oh, yeah, I'll look for the cap. Up there. For the camera. All right. Well, the cap is around somewhere. It'll come home someday. I'll just continue with this. So I've got that guy happy. I'm going to put this guy in. I lost my momentum. And so Sam has let the rest of the air out of here, so it's easier to work.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now there's a couple different schools of thought. I'll go with my school.
Okay. Good.
With the open side up, there's some some people are avert to using a tire tool to putting it back on. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't. What I do is I start directly opposite from the valve stem.
Okay.
Okay? A lot of people start at the valve stem. I start directly opposite. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All you do is just pull it over like that.
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Same here. Making sure that you don't get the tube involved in it. Okay. And then you remember I told you that where that rim tape was, where the tape was,
Mm-hmm.
there's a groove there, and you want to get this side of the tire in that groove. And what that does, it makes it easy to get this right in third place.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
And then now you're ready to inflate it.
All righty. May I try your little pump there? Since
Sure.
I'll pull the other one out.
You put that in my bike bag,
Oh, okay. All right.
so it is not in the car.
Okay, this happens to be for both the Schrader and Presta valves.
Mm-hmm.
So you put that on, and then you pull it down to lock it in place.
All right.
Okay.
When I've seen people fix them with our Southwest Florida critical mass, they actually put a little air in early on. I'm not sure. To keep it from getting pinched or something.
Theoretic, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this seems to work fine, so I see no
Yeah.
reason to do it any differently.
The bigger pump takes fewer strokes.
Which pump?
A bigger
bigger
one.
A longer pump, yeah. Yeah. But this is quickly filling. I mean, relatively painless for me.
Well, that's a nice small pump.
It
for,
is, yeah.
You know, to carry
The
along.
idea is that, just like on the patches and the spare tube, the idea is to get you home.
Right.
Right. No, it's just like the donuts in the car.
Do you want me to pump that a while since
Yeah,
you
that's fine. How much air do you generally run?
50 pounds? Somebody just beeped.
That was that guy.
I think you can try some more if you feel it needs it.
Well, I would use a gauge probably. I'm a little spoiled by I have a battery powered pump that I set it 50 pounds and it fills it to 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And it quits.
Do we have a gauge handy?
I use Alt Presta. Let me see. Actually, I do have.
We might have in the car if you.
I've got one.
Do you think it's to the point to take it off and see? Or should I pump some more?
Okay, here's a gauge.
Thank you. We're at 27 or something.
Cool.
$44.
45 will get you home.
Right. Well, let's try that again.
I think it hit your hand.
Let's go for best out of 10. Well, it says over 50 on that one.
No,
That's not a great gauge.
Yeah.
no, so you're close.
It's averaging somewhere, keeps going
You're
30,
close.
but,
You can check it.
yeah, well, thank you.
Yep. Okay. This is, okay. These are very cheap, $10, $15.
These are,
Yeah, and I have some that you said looked better.
I think this is yours too.
No, it's
That's
fine.
his. That's his.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I did 2 turns, I think.
Now you have to just go until it gets tight. You wanna- Yeah, that'll
Did
work.
2 tight?
Yeah, that'll work.
I guess
Okay.
we're not gonna hit the brakes anymore because they're not engaged. Okay, Nancy, you wanna come down here closer and I'll try to do this part of it. I think I have to go further up on, above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get down lower. Better see what I'm doing. Put this, all right, now, there.
There you go.
That's it?
Well, it spins
Voila.
without binding. That's a good thing. Whoop, there we go.
Well,
I think
I
we're
think we
there.
could change the tire now.
Yeah. Very good.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you, Sam.
Well, thank you.
Piece of cake.
Piece
Oh.
of cake. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect. Well, we'll call it that good unless there's some other last word of note.
That's the easy way to do it. But the key, and again, the key, in my opinion, be self-sufficient. Carry an extra tube.
Yep.
Makes it a lot easier than having to patch. A way to fill it up, a little pump like that,
Mm-hmm.
or CO2 cartridges, whatever you want, and the tire tools that have all the stuff. We were on a ride within the last month or two, and somebody had a three-wheeler trike, and they had 2 tubes with them, but they were both for the rear wheel, and they wouldn't fit the front. So,
Whoops.
and had a difficult time patching it. But we did get it operational.
Got it far enough along.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
wondering.
carry the right stuff and know how to use it.
Yeah, so just plain old 26-inch tube, right? No
Yeah.
particular
Yeah.
diameter or anything, just the radius or the diameter.
Yep.